2. All right, today what we're going to work on is ponying this little horse here. This is a South Steens horse. I believe he's 4. His name is Pistol. If you think you want him in your pasture, just kind of reach out. Anyway, we've got some rides on him, but he has a tendency to want to kind of pull away, not lead well. A couple other things that he does not so great. So we're going to pony him around today. We're going to drag him around. I'm going to drag him off of Trump here. He's a pony himself, so it just fits into the ponying exercise. So anyway, I'm going to get started. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my reins in my left hand, and I'm just going to get my coils in my also in my left hand, and I'm just going to, when I go to dally, I'm going to always have my thumb up. Last thing you want to do is have your thumb down. If you ever plan on hitchhiking, you can put your thumb down. You lose your thumb if you want. Thumb up, and then you're going to rotate counterclockwise 1.5, and then put your right hand right at your hip. And then you're just going to kind of move forward. And these horses that have a tendency to want to really pull back, basically I'll just let them get the tension tight, and then I'll walk around them to the point where the left front crosses over in front of the right. Now we've drug him around a little bit, so he's going to be fairly receptive to this. And so what we may do is transfer this into the arena, and then I want to get him to the point where he can effectively pony at a trot as well. So as I'm doing this, I might just kick up speed a little bit and see if he's going to kind of give me a little bit of slack between the saddle horn and the halter. And so right now he kind of looks like he wants to exit stage right, and I can feel tension. So I'm just going to basically trot around. As time goes on, I shouldn't feel any tension. Thus, the rope from my hand to his halter should be slack, and he should just maintain the same cadence as my little Mustang Trump here. So every now and then we can just kind of turn right, go straight across the pen, meet some resistance, turns into a little bit of a donkey. Okay. If everything went awry, something happened, and you can just pull your hand up and you're free. So you're just pull your hand straight up, releases all the coils off of the horn, and then you get out of a pickle. So whenever we're ponying horses, if he ran behind me, there's a tendency, there'd be a good example to kind of undally and then turn my horse to face the horse. Because the last thing you want to do, I'm just going to show you is either have your pony horse turn to the left and then wrap you up like this and potentially pull you off the saddle. If he jerked back, he's going to rip me off the saddle. So I want to have my pony horse always turn and face, and then not have the pony and the horse that's being ponied run behind me. So there's just a couple safety mechanisms there to kind of think about. But sometimes when I'm starting this for the first time, I always like to put myself up against the fence. Now, if he decided to pull back, then I'm going to turn and come across the middle and then pull until he shows forward motion with his left front crossing in front of his right front. And I think what we can even do today is go get a horse that's a little more resistant to this exercise, and then showcase that as well, because what we want them to do is feel the pressure, step forward, and give themselves an instant relief to pressure. So like right now, he's not ponying amazing, but like the last probably 20 steps, he is not like hanging on it, kind of donkeying up and pulling back. So as time goes on, we want to get them to the point where they can effectively pony at a walk, trot, and a lope, and then to the point where hopefully we don't even have to dally. They'll just give to the little bit of pressure that's in my hand pulling if there's any resistance. So we'll kick up to a trot. There's some resistance. We'll just cruise on around the pen, do whatever. As time goes on, I just want him to follow me around, and then we can do this also with a saddling him up and then ponying him around. And if something happens and he lost his crunchies and spooked, bolted, and bucked, or does anything like that, we can kind of pull him around and get control of his feet by right there dragging him. So anytime he hits the end of the line, just as long as your horse is going to kind of take care of it and not add more fuel to the fire. I always tell people to get on a horse that knows their job, and also to kind of keep in track of your coils to the point where they don't get all twisted and tangled up. The last thing you want to do is create a knot around your arm, or somehow get it like tied onto the saddle, so to the point where you're truly connected and you're tied to each other. So that's the last thing that we want. And I'm just going to kind of cruise on around the pen. And you can do this in a smaller pen and then eventually navigate out into a bigger pen. And when you know they're going to respect the rope, then you can go into the arena, or you can just go pony out on any trail and know that they're going to effectively be with you and not trying to pull right, exit stage left to find a new owner. And the longer that we do this, the better that he gets. Anytime I feel him kind of meet a little bit of resistance, he'll just kind of come forward and give himself that instant release to pressure. And when I cut across the pen, he just needs to learn to follow, just like a trailer. I'm the truck, he's the trailer. So I turn there and he kind of hesitates. I have to turn him into a donkey for 2 seconds, and then he kind of picks up and then follows. So he's going to just eventually learn to navigate and follow the truck at that same speed. When I'm going 10 miles an hour, he goes 10. When I pick up to 12, he goes to 12. Like right there, he wanted to jump off the hitch. So just kind of keep going and make sure that you have your hitch basically locked, pinned in the hitch, dallied up tight. Come across the middle again, pick him up, pull. There he's got released tension. Whoa. All right, let's go ahead and stop there.